Winner advances to Sunday's championship game. Loser, season is most likely over. And the students have made their way to Shulcott Field to support the Big Red. And right off the opening face-off, violation against Penn. Cornell's going to shoot and score! Okay, Luke Gilmartin puts the Big Red up early, much to the delight of the fans here at Shulcott.
Spring is in the air! What a beautiful day here, and you talk about an electric start. Boom! Place erupts.
Quick restart off the violation at Penn. And Gilmartin, a short stick D-midi. That's a position that I think has evolved over the course of the year. They've been thin in those spots, but he absolutely hammers that one.
5th goal on the season. The freshman from Syracuse, New York, puts Cornell up a goal early. Another loose ball, still loose, still in the field of play, doesn't go out of bounds, and Penn corrals it. Watch out here. Thought Anthony McMullen.
Kumar from Penn and Hugh Kelleher from Cornell. Big physical dodging presence that like to go north-south.
Arceri taking the draw for Penn against Marc Psyllos for Cornell, and Psyllos gets the better of him.
Penn will use...
And I will tell you this, the last Hopkins game I did, not only did you have the band, but you had cheerleaders there.
I would love to see if, do they take alums? When Quint retires, he should join the Hopkins
I
band.
will, as a drummer.
I thought you played the pan flute. Didn't we figure that one out a couple of weeks ago?
To have endured an entire year, right? The cream is rising. It's coming to the top, and this is a grinder who's stayed with it all season long, and now he gets an opportunity.
And I give the coaching staff credit, because on many teams, he's 0-4. He'd no longer be on second midfield.
Yeah, you give up.
Yeah, we'll see 4 of those midfielders on that second, rotating on that second line. Nikolic, Sheehan, Dalton, and Holmes. And Holmes just tickles the Costanzo and Psyllos. Going to take this draw after neither team had scored for over 5 minutes. Psyllos comes out of there with it. Looking for help, finds Gilmartin, tried to feed it inside to a long pole. Instead, it's tracked down by Kirst. Be out in the first round. It's brutal.
You know what else is great? Playoff lacrosse.
Great. It's so good, and we've had 2 great games tonight.
One-game series. It's a bunch of one-game series. There's no second chances. And the way it's shaken down this year, Cotter, you can't afford to lose in the Ivy League semis. I mean, Cornell faced off. Holmes, a second midi unassisted. Nikolic, a second midi unassisted.
Arceri battling for the face-off, and you get a push. Going to go against Cornell.
Intriguing about him as a pro prospect is that he plays really good defense, too. He is an old-school, two-way midfielder that plays all over the field.
Team Carolina Club, Weddington, North Carolina.
You mentioned his brother Will, who was drafted by the Eagles. Will, I saw play in high school. They said he was the best all-purpose back in high school football. He was the best two-way midfielder in high school lacrosse as a 9th, 10th grader for his class.
Right. Second on the night gives Penn the 2-goal advantage. Costanzo wins it to himself. Kennett on the wing.
Defensively, Cotter on that, like a cornerback covering a wide receiver in press coverage, you've got to drop step, turn your hips, and then accelerate and close that gap with the offensive player.
Follows with a nice job, but can't pick up the GB. Walsh gets it back.
You can't be flat-footed at that point of contact.
And how about Kumar? The natural right-hander there, right? Where Firth and Kirst are lefties, but also it doesn't disrupt the flow of that first midfield with Will and Firth. So that just tells you the confidence that this staff has in Cadigan to make plays when Mikey Long's on the shelf.
Face-off violation against Angelo Petrakis, who took that draw for Cornell.
Brunswick.
It's Psyllos and Arceri. We'll get a loose ball hold. That one goes against Arceri and this Penn team. So Psyllos, I thought he might let it rip. Instead, he gets it off to C.J. Kurst. That was the smart decision there.
Puts that defender in conflict.
Largest lead of the game for either squad. It's 3 for the Quakers. Another violation. This one against Penn. And that was Arceri who took that draw. Psyllos looking for some help, finds it, and Wertheim now gets it back.
Indoor facility here. They practice here in January and February, and it's like
toughens them up. You got to
yes, exactly.
Second half underway. It has been very even at the face-off dot, and look at this battle. Arceri trying to pick it up, can't do it though. Instead, it's Brendan Staub. Vacuums up that GB.
Like he's not going to the cage, and then he hits that second gear.
And Nusta's been sharp in net these last couple of weeks, saving just 38% today. He's got 5 saves and 8 given up. I'm not putting that all on his shoulders, but I think Cornell's really relied on him these last couple of weeks. Bozzi with the GB. Psyllos still in there.
Yeah, they're trying to push the early offense off of Faceoff's win. Staub is a capable weapon, 33, and White can be he can make flash plays.
Joining Danny Cadigan as the only goal scorers now from that Cornell attack, rather. Nust making the save right off the face-off. Look at that pass, and a goal! What a great pass! And finished by Ben Smith.
Man, that ball moves fast, huh? 1 second you're making a save, rebound kicks behind, a clean scoop. Watch this ball ricochet off the goaltender. Boom, right to a defender's stick. Less than a second later, turn and rake.
You know what's so impressive about that play? When he scoops the ball up, simultaneously his head is up, knowing that that's the time to attack a defense that's out of sorts, right? The ball's flying out, but the wherewithal to scoop it up to find Smith there, tremendous.
And goal scored by number 24, Ben Smith.
Costanzo and Psyllos. Staub comes out of there with it.
Tynan Walsh is a nice ball player.
He's over 40 points this season. Super consistent. Really the leader of the O. The guy, the savvy connector who ties it all together. High
Kurst was shooting the ball because he had that little wind-up, and then he stops his wind-up to shoot and throws that pass to the backside.
First point of the night for the man with 66 on the season coming in.
Cornell's starting to own some of these ground balls. Not this one, off this.
We're pushing and shoving behind the plays.
Off this infraction. But I like Cornell's energy on the wings of faceoffs in the second half.
Yeah, Staub has been outstanding. Winning the ground ball battle, 21-14 for the game. Day-to-day type of an injury. Possession 1, now the flag comes out. You saw the Cornell defender throw his arms up. I didn't do anything, got caught. We await the call. Could be offside. It was in the middle of the field, though I didn't think possession was granted yet. We'll check. It'll be against Cornell. Hoffman didn't wait around for it. That's number 2 on the day for the freshman.
Leo Hoffman's got some giddy up on his shot, a little pop. Fast snap of a release. This freshman from Brunswick, highly, highly touted, not fully unleashed yet. One of the fastest players on the team. Didn't play in the fall balls, had some nagging injuries, but man, feet set, he makes them pay. Again, you hit your mid-range shots with your feet set.
Yeah, there's some gas there, and that's the second time he's had time and room to shoot.
Those are the ones you dream about.
Oh, sometimes you have too much time to think, but Hoffman's a ball of muscle, an elite athlete. I think his upside is huge. And when you talk to Mike Murphy, he said the jump Griffin Skane had this year, they're hoping that Leo Hoffman has that same kind of jump next year.
Being a freshman midfielder at the elite Division I college level is extremely difficult. Got to learn the O, got to learn the D, got to learn the...
Turned his back. I mean, that quickness, when you see it up close, it's scary.
Costanzo too quick on the whistle. The violation gets it back to Staub and Cornell.
Momentum swinging now. You feel point guard.
One of the best passers in college lacrosse history. I'm just saying from
Richie Moran put him in charge, and they could run him up from up top of 1-4. He played behind. He led the country in points.
I'm buying Timmy Goldstein all day as a lacrosse player. I'm just saying pure shake and explosiveness. He did not have the shake of his son.
Psyllos and Arceri. Arceri wins it to himself. Now he's looking for help. Still needs help. Running for his life with Psyllos all over him.
Penn's pressed out everywhere.
Dangerous pass, but he makes it worth to Smith. This is where every possession is just gut check time. Under 7 minutes.
Multiple injuries that slowed his progress. That was a huge play.
But you're seeing some emergence from some of these bigger, longer guys, Provost and Kumar.
Psyllos too quick.
You can't start stalling yet if you're Penn.
What a play.
Staub, aggressive. Cornell wants to strike quickly. Goldstein shoots too high. And that hitch.
Penn is the outlier in the league in terms they play the best defense. This is a league that can fill it up offensively, but make no mistake about it, defensively, this is the most battle-tested group and statistically the best. They're the one-off. Like, you have to prepare differently for this team because of the way they play defense and that monster they have in the cage.